cheese show. Cause we give you what you need. And it's 3 times a week. It's that bacon, egg, and cheese. It's that bacon, egg, and cheese show. And it's 3 times a week. Y'all know we bring that heat. It's that bacon, egg, and cheese.
What's up, baby? What's up? How y'all doing? I ain't no hater. Hey, first of all, how the hell did y'all come up with the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese show? That title.
It happened organically. Babs and Luck wanted to do a podcast. Luck and I did a podcast before, so Luck orchestrated it for us all to do a live. We just did a tryout, and as we were on the air, Babs initially wanted her podcast to be called like Steak and Eggs. And I was like, well, what about BLM? Because that's Babs, Luck, Melissa, but it's also, Black Lives Matter. She was like, hell no. And literally, as we were on live, she said bacon, egg, and cheese. And we was like, we fucking love it. And then that's history.
I had nothing to do with it. That's the nice version. Babs wanted to do a podcast. Miss Lissa wanted to do a podcast. I did one with Miss Lissa, and Babs called me and said, I'm going to beat you and your friend up. So, so when the idea, they both was hitting me, and they was like, let's do a podcast together. I said, all right, well, let me bring both of them together, and then this is how it happened, because I didn't want Babs from Brooklyn to beat both of us up. So that's how we got to where we are.
Someone asked who. So they say that bacon is Babs, I'm the eggs, and Luck is the cheese. So that's what it is. I feel like
she got on yellow today too. So she's playing the part.
Yeah,
exactly.
Excellent. So let's get the show started.
Yes. It's another installment of Bacon, Egg, and Cheese, where we chop up the hottest topics, dish the dirt, and deliver it to you raw, baby. And sometimes it could get spicy. Today we have our special guest, Vinnie of Naughty by Nature. He's a mogul, a musician, and so much more. We're going to get into that a little bit before we dive into our topics. Let's get to know Vinnie, if that's your real name.
That's Vinnie.
Yes, it's Vincent if you're naughty.
Oh, okay.
Well, hey, Vincent.
Exactly.
So let's start it off. So can we start from the beginning? Because, it's not fair that I know so much of the history, and I'm from Jersey, and I've grown up, with you guys. It's not fair. So can we start off with the new style? Can you tell us a little bit about the new style?
Yes, the new style started in high school. KG and I actually breakdance. I used to breakdance with a guy named Terry Peppers. Terry Peppers is the father of Jabril Peppers. So the New York Giants, incredible Jabril Peppers. So I used to breakdance with his dad, and he lived right across the street from Kay. So when I used to beatbox and breakdance, Kay was across the street, scratching and DJing. I went over there, hooked up with Kay. Kay had a talent show coming up. He wanted to get in it. We didn't have an MC at the time. So this kid, Tiny T, Treachery, was in my health class in 85. We were sophomores in high school. I told Kay about him. I'm like, yo, this ill kid who comes to me every other day with a new rhyme. So we brought Tretch over, and that was basically history. We did that first talent show. We didn't even have a name of the crew. We just started the routine with the Beastie Boys. It's the new style. And we crushed the show. And we was like, yo, that went well. So we decided to, name ourselves the new style. And from there, we didn't have a label. We didn't have anything. Lo and behold, a local MC, Mike C, King Mike C. You see him going viral all over the place. He's an OG, spit lyrics like crazy. He was dealing with Joey and Sylvia Robinson from Sugar Hill Records. So he introduced us to Joey and Sylvia, rest in peace to all of them. And we signed to Bon Ami because they changed their name from Sugar Hill to Bon Ami. We put out the New Style album, and hey, that was the birth of the New Style.
Man, you say things so nicely, I'm telling you. So how did my name come about?
Yeah, so after we finished with Sugar Hill, we got down with Flavor Unit. So with Lakim Shabazz, Lati, Mark the 45 King, they were popping, and they were based in Irvington, New Jersey. You know, Flavor Unit, Mark had a studio over there. So we started reaching out to Flavor Unit. We wanted to be down with Flavor Unit. And when we got with Flavor Unit eventually, we did that perfect timing because Mark and Lakim and La T and Chill Rob G, all of those guys were out already. By the time we got with them, Shakim and Queen Latifah was just opening up Flavor Unit Management. So, you know, we showed them we had a following as the new style. We invited them to a gymnasium. We packed out the gymnasium, rock for them. And the first thing they said was, bet, well, we could work with you, but you're going to have to change your name. So at that time, we were like 3-4 years loving the new style and all that. So we were like, damn, what do we do? So Tretch went in his lyric book and he had a title of a song that we had called the Naughty by Nature. He was like, yo, Naughty by Nature, that would be dope. And at first Flavor Unit thought it was too long of a name. And we were like, nah, everyone's naughty by nature, you know? So we kind of held our ground. Flavor Unit rolled with us. We changed the name to Naughty by Nature, and the rest is history.
How did you guys come up with the song OPP? Do you remember that day?
Yeah, I remember that day. That was like, it was kind of like a puppy love thing, you know? Again, in high school, I used to date this girl, Keisha, and she went to East Orange High School, but lived in Irvington, and she had another boyfriend who went to Columbia High School. So he played basketball, and I had a friend who played basketball. So, you know, guys who play basketball travel a lot. So my guy came to me and was like, yo, Vin, you talk to her? Well, she has a boyfriend and goes to another high school. So I approached her about it, and she was like, yeah, who told you that? He's a dead giveaway. You know what I'm saying? So that was my first heartbreak, to be honest. You know what I mean? It was my first heartbreak. And then we were on a block at the time. We was, you know, street kids. And there was a guy, Moo Brown, who came around and was like, I'm down with OPM, other people's money. Like, he's getting money on our block. And I was like, I'm down with OPP, other people's pussy.
Wow.
And that's how it came up, you know. And then Tretch flipped the songs. You know, when you're on the block and you're clowning with your homies, you're always just flipping things and coming up with crazy shit. So once that happened, Tretch like flipped into song mode and flipped that song. That boy was like about 18 years old when he wrote that song, OPP. So that was crazy.
So how did you guys deal with such humongous success? Because coming out with OPP, you know, was just crazy. And then after that, I mean, Hip Hop Hooray is in like the Guinness Book of Records type thing. Like, that is going to be around forever, generations. How did you guys feel with such humongous success? Pause. Did you feel like this was going to always happen, or was it beyond your wildest dreams?
No, you know, everyone looks at the instant success like it was overnight, but I just ran you through the 80s, you know, the mid 80s when we first got together in 85, but OPP didn't happen until 6 years later, which was 91. You know what I'm saying? So it seemed like it was an overnight success, but shit, we struggled through high school. We struggled through all the Tough Teen Talent competitions. We struggled through mastering our Jersey backyard, going into New York, getting booed out of New York, you know, at Red Alert's birthday party when you had the likes of the entire Flavor Unit, Native Tongues, Tribe Called Quest, KRS-One, De La Soul, Queen Latifah, everybody in the building, and we come there saying, yo, what's up? We from Jersey, and got booed before we even started the song, you know what I mean? So getting booed back to Jersey, then going through the Sugar Hill situation where we knew that Sugar Hill had demons in their closet, but we're like, yo, we don't care. There's still a chance that we could blow on Sugar Hill, and that didn't work out, and we had to flip that, then flip our name to Naughty by Nature, and by the grace of God, 6 years later, we came with OPP and that blew, you know what I mean? So we took it all in stride because shit, we were on the block, we went through that entire journey, and it seemed like a mini lifetime for us. So once it happened, we were like, bet, we finally on board. So we knew how much hard work it took, and we just put the blinders on. Until this day, we put the blinders on, and you just put in the work, and the accolades and all of the success and the paper is just the byproduct of that hard work, you know?
Miss Lissa, you got a question? Because I could sit here with questions all day.
You definitely put in a lot of work, and you come from a time where there was no social media or any like going viral. You literally had to put in work. How do you feel about the current state of hip hop where they don't have to put in as much work? They don't even have to rap anymore. They can mumble. So how do you feel about that as a lyrical being?
Well, what I feel is that social media, a lot of people lean on social media, but it is an incredible tool because you can have that old school grind go hand in hand and with the street teams and all that. And then with social media, you definitely get to engage your fans, find a fan base and do what you do. But, you know, I think it's different because a lot of people feel it's easier. However, I don't see a lot of these people with 10, 20, 30-year careers. You know, it's like disposable hip hop, disposable music, nothing ever sticks. So I feel blessed that we came out so early that the game was different and you have 30-year classic records, man. You could listen to the radio or a DJ or play a record that was hot 2-3 years ago. You'll be like, damn, I forgot that record was even out. You know what I mean? So although it seems easier, today's artists, because there's so much noise out there and it's so much easier for everyone to go up with music, so much more music out there. So you got to find a way to carve through the noise, and you definitely have to stay consistent and put in a lot of work. So in some ways it's good, but in some ways, you know, you got to put in even more work today in order to stick around and remain relevant.
So a lot of people don't know about your entrepreneurship. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And Luck just said that word, okay? So can you, I mean, because I just know so much about you and I'm just so amazed and I'm honored to even have your phone number, be your friend. I know I could call you for anything. So you guys started with the naughty gear. And I mean, I told you about the sheets. I told you bring the sheets back. But can you explain to us all of the different fields that Naughty by Nature is in right now? Because I came on Clubhouse and I'm hearing you talk about virtual reality. I know that you guys got the clothing line over here with cult individuality. I better get a fucking box, Vinny. I better get a box.
Right.
I know that you guys have so many different ventures. So can you let us in with that, because it transcends so much more outside of music?
Well, I think just from the beginning, you know, it's the fact that corporate America fronted on us when we did blow up. You know, I remember coming out with OPP and we were all over the place. We had, I don't want to call out these companies' names, but we had X amount of companies just sending us mad goods all the time. Like, yeah, wear our stuff, wear our stuff. There was even one company who thought they were doing us a favor. Yo, we're going to send you goods and take these posters and then distribute them in all the Foot Lockers. And we was like, but wait, hold on. We need to do a deal, man. You talking something different. No, we don't do deals with musicians. You got to be an athlete, this, that, and the other. And it really forced us to say, you know what? Fuck y'all. You're not going to be pimping us out. And we're going to invest in ourselves. We came off the streets. And even as the new style, we always invested in jackets and merch and tees and all that. So when we rolled 30, 40, 50 deep, we looked uniform, you know? So it was a byproduct of the corporations fronting on us. And at the time, you know, God bless Public Enemy, our first major tour we went on, we did it with Public Enemy, and Public Enemy was crazy in the merch game. So we learned from the S1Ws and Chuck D and Flavor Flav. Then we had Eazy-E, God bless him, that NWA had merchandise popping. So when we worked with him and Easy did the cameo in our Hip Hop Parade video, I asked him, yo, how are y'all doing the pullouts in your cassettes and CDs? He was like, well, the label handles that and we just take a fee for the license and then some company runs it. So we were like, oh, fuck that. We're going to do that ourselves. We went to Tommy Boy and was like, look, we invested in our merchandise. We're putting up all of the money. We want it in our cassettes because it's our album. You know what I mean? And we had the inserts in there and we rocked out. And then the third element was Spike Lee. He had Spike's joint in the heart of Brooklyn. So I saw that whole, you know, setup there and I'm like, damn, he's got a store right in his hood and he's employing people from the neighborhood and we could duplicate that. And as a matter of fact, we had two people, LaShawn Coleman and Hazmatine from Jersey. They worked at Spike's joint. So I picked their brains, figured out how they were doing it. I was like, bet, we could do the same thing. So I set up the Naughty Gear store downtown Newark in '94 and I figured we would use it as like a Disney store. So at the time we had, you know, KG with Illtown Records. We owned that. We broke Janae with Hey Mr. DJ. So we had a label up. Tretch started doing movies, and we had Illtown Films. So I was like, bet, this will be our Disney store. So whatever we do with Naughty, whatever we do with the film company, whatever we do with the label and all of the new artists, we'll have a spot where we can sell all our own merch and fuck these people, you know? And that's what started it all. And then the internet came along. So I remember like in 95, 96, having www.naughtybynature.com, and when they explained to me www meant World Wide Web, I'm like, yo, so now we have a worldwide, basically, television show or television station, and we could feed that any kind of content we want and go direct to fans. So from there, I invested in a website. Then MySpace came along, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. All of this stuff is happening, and now we're getting into the VR world. I got my Oculus Quest 2 headset right there, and you know, if you ladies are into it, it'll be something really, really fly for y'all to get into, because this VR world, you know, it's the best of all the worlds. It's like having a website, having all of your social media, and a virtual world all in one. I have a Naughty mansion that we're building out right now, and it's basically like Elvis Presley Graceland or the White House. It's like a museum. So it'll be all things Naughty inside there. So we'll have an art gallery, we'll have our NFT offerings, we'll gamify the space. Of course, Tretch got a shooting gallery in there. KG has a studio in there. We have a merch store in there, so you could buy physical merch like this and digital merch to wear on your avatars and move around that space. So we have a lot going on, man. You know, live performance space. So not only can we do live events in VR, but we can have other guests come out and rock out. We have a whole Naughty back pool back there. Oh man, we got the crazy rooftop. I can't wait to show y'all up, but all of this stuff is what we got going on, you know?
Don't drink or smoke. You was able to bring the whole question together and pull it together. I wanted you to explain it to Babs. I want to hook you guys up after the show, because Babs has Queen of the Ring. She is super legendary. Babs is the reason why me and Remy even battled, because, you know, or it even blew up, because Babs had my back since then. But you have educated us. I was today years old when I found out www was worldwide.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you learn something new every day.
Yes.
Well, Babs know, Babs and I connected a few years ago about the Queen of the Ring, because I was working with the UW Battle Network, and yeah, I helped those guys out. What I saw really quick, what I saw with the battle game is that, for one, I realized, and my guys brought to my attention, that, you know, Jersey had some of the illest battle rappers in the game, and I understood that they had the network, and the way the game worked, they would really record these battles and then record them, post them up to YouTube, monetize their channel, and they'll get millions of views, but only get a portion of the paper from YouTube, you know? So my guys came to me and was like, yo, Vin, we need help, and we know you with the digital shit. So I was like, you know what? Well, I'm not really familiar with the battle culture, just intimately involved, but I see the business of it. And I'm like, you guys are getting pimped by YouTube. So what you need to do is go live stream. So we dug in, worked together, and came up with Ustream, you know what I mean? And with the Ustream solution, we went live. It was $30 a head going live, and we ended up selling about, I don't know, like 8,600 live streams, something like that. 8,600 pay-per-views, something like that. But it was about maybe 150, almost 200 grand the guys made, you know, just in that alone. And then they still had the ability to post up those clips and monetize it from there. But I'm always all about cutting out the middleman, you know what I mean? And going direct to consumer, and just empowering all of our entrepreneurs out there.
You might cut out the middleman, but you definitely don't cut off your friends. It seems like you have these like lifelong friendships, like you and Tretch and you and Queen Latifah. Like, what is the secret to maintaining? Because a lot of people that were in groups aren't still cool with these people, but you're still talking about them with like a a certain level of endearment. So it's like, how do you maintain that?
Well, I mean, you got to humble yourself, you know, because again, no one does it alone. And of course, we all go through our drama. I know around 2013, Naughty was in shambles, and I definitely had to fight with Kay and Tread, and Kay fought with each other, but it's like how you're put together and how you're assembled. We came from very humble beginnings, and before all of this bullshit in industry and the millions of dollars, we were friends, we were genuine, and it's just a test of time. You know, life is going to test you, and if your relationships are real and if you're real inside, you'll survive all of the bullshit. And at the end of the day, man, this life is short. I'll be 51 years old this year, and I look back, I'm like, damn, I dedicated my entire life to this lifestyle. So, you know, you got to pack it in, humble yourself. And then I started as a 3-year Burger King vet. So I'm like, man, listen, I know. And I was cleaning up shit in a convalescent home. So this is the dream job. And, you know, I could always get through everything. And at this point, long as I have my health, that's all I need. And you could survive anything.
Yes, I feel the same way. I was in a group, not with people that were my friends before. You know, the group was put together on television, but we really became friends. We really became family. And almost 20 years later, I still speak to all of them. I love all of them. And yes, we fought. We probably will fight again. But at the end of the day, those are my brothers and my sister, and I love them and will always love them. And you have to know how to humble yourself when it's time to humble yourself. You're absolutely right about that.
Exactly.
But guess what, though? When you're in a group, only y'all really understand. Y'all went through the same shit together. Only y'all who went through it. And when I speak to them, that's just how I feel. I'm like, yo, we went through something together that nobody else could tell this story but us. Like, right. We feel it, the same feeling. Like, and to be in a group, people that have been in groups understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's a tough dynamic. But I would say this too, no matter what you do, even if you're in a group or you're solo, you still have a team you have to work with. So you could be in a group, a girl group, but even if you're solo, shit, Beyonce still has a team that she has to fight with, and they have to fight with her, and she expects X amount of performance from them, and vice versa. So you're never alone in this, and it's always some kind of teamwork.
The team is important. The team is so important. People don't understand that. They just looking at the person in the front, but they don't know it's a whole team behind us. We ain't doing this shit just for us. It's people behind us waiting like, yo, bitch, get it together. I've been on the team for years, bitch.
Exactly.
What's good?
But Vinnie, you and I'm not gonna say you guys have a way of sticking together. You and KG are so humble. Treacherous too. But your energy, I honestly believe that you are the glue of the whole group. I'm you know what I'm saying? And I watch everybody. I've worked with KG. KG reached out to me, got a nice bag with KG. Tretch, every time I see him, we know how Tretch is. Tretch is like the Michael Jackson of hip hop. But I will say that you are the glue who sticks the whole group together, because you know you are really you're the lifeline of the street. You know what I'm saying? Like you really out here in the streets, like the up and coming artists. Like I see you posting the little boy with the hats. You know what I mean? Like you really are out here East Orange. No matter what you're doing, who you are really reaching out to the people. So I believe like you are the reason why the group stuck together. You know what I'm saying? That's me. That's my opinion.
I would say this too. You know, we come from a big family, and East Orange is a small town, 4 square miles. So no matter what, you know, with me, Kay, and Tretch coming together, that's merging 3 different families. I'm talking about our physical blood family. So we have such a strong foundation that these are the guys who supported us or guys and girls and the family when we were on the block, you know what I mean? And they remember us scuffing our knees and struggling to get where we were. So it got to a point where even when we fell out, man, our people came to us and like, yo, y'all got to get this shit together, because Naughty by Nature is the group, but it's our group too, man. We put in a lot of support with y'all. We invested a lot with y'all. We had to ride on niggas for y'all in the prisons, in college, this, that, or the other. So it's not just y'all group. You got to think of other people around you. You know what I mean? And when your well, not even fans, when your family put it to you that way, you're like, damn, this shit is bigger than me, and I'm a part of something big. This thing represents a worldwide community. So again, it makes you humble yourself, and it makes you check yourself. And then, hey, whomever is first in line, I know better, so I'm first in line. And then they got to go after the other two guys and get them in line, I let them deal with them. But I'm past that, you know, and so I don't have to go through the fuck shit.
Give you your because like I have been honored. Like, yo, there's a video online, y'all, right? There's a video online. I'm standing with Vinny. I'm high as hell. Right? We got some event in Newark, whatever like that. So they recording us, and he's like, I'm here with the legendary Lady Luck. You should have seen my face. My face froze because I'm like, nigga, you're the legend. I'm just happy to be here. So I was like, what is he doing? You know, I couldn't even react to anything. So, I mean, it's just like you're just so humble. Like, and of course, I just seen Tretch in Edgewater. You know what I mean? I see Tretch everywhere. I see KG. They always show love. You know what I mean? So Naughty by Nature is in my heart. I am part of Naughty by Nature. But I'm just saying, you are different. You are built different. And on this show, we love to talk our shit, but we also love to give people their flowers. And I mean, I know the other young ladies, you worked with Babs, Miss Lissa. She's a powerhouse out here in the streets with the media. But as far as me giving you your flowers, and I'm not going to cry, you, my guy, have inspired me and helped me more than you'll ever know. So I would rather tell these people right here who's watching and the people who's going to watch later on, like, I love you, Vinny. And I just
thank you, babe. Thank you.
And I appreciate all that you love and all that you poured into Jersey and all that you have poured into the people. Now let Miss Lissa take over before she punches me in the face, because these two are violent. Because I'm light skinned.
But let me say this.
Calm down.
Let me say this too. Let me give you your props too, Vinny. Fuck that. I ain't from Jersey, but I'm from Brooklyn, and I'm a real one. So at the end of the day, you've been A1 since day one. You feel me? From the first time we spoke, you said, Baz, what we gonna do? How we gonna make this money? How we gonna make this money? So at the end of the day, yes, from me to you, it's all love.
Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. You know we got love for Brooklyn.
Yes.
Well, allow me to pull out a bouquet for you as well, sir. I don't have any, you know, I don't know you personally, but I do remember as a child hearing OPP and asking my mother, what is OPP? What does it stand for, Mom? What's the P? Other people's what? What is it? And she said, property. So I didn't know it wasn't property for a long time. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was other people's property. I thought y'all was stealing. So shout out to you. I definitely,
well, we were stealing. We were stealing. We were jacking other people's property.
Got that right. But as a child, I didn't know which. I thought it was, you know. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I do want to, first of all, shout out to our sponsors. Luck, let us know what you're wearing. Who is it?
Well, today I have Lucky CBD on, but my sponsor right now that I want to shout out is my brother right there on the computer. I want to shout out Smoking Bro Frazier, aka Q Dubs. I mean, in my time of need and in my time of weakness, and that brother is there for me no matter what. We work out together. He has my back 100%, just like you ladies do, just like you do, Vinny. But I mean, he has not left my side in this traumatic time that me and my family are traveling through. So I don't want to shout. I mean, of course, I got a lucky crown, but I got one for you, Vinny. But I just want to say, shout out to Smoking Bro Frazier, because he's had my back and he helps me through everything. So shout out my brother.
Shout out to good friends. And you could be a good friend to the show and email the BET show at gmail.com. If you're looking to join our team, we're looking for social media enthusiasts, pop culture analysts, you name it. Just email the BET show at gmail.com.
And y'all know I'm always looking for talent for Bunny's Got Talent. So email at the BEC show at Gmail and send a video, a clip. If you playing drums, if you could sing, if you could rap real fast, you got to be able to rap real fast. You know what I'm saying? If you could play the piano with one hand, but it sounds like you're playing it with two hands, if you could swallow a sword, if you could spit fire, if you could juggle like 10 balls, 10 balls, if you could juggle 10 balls, hit me up. Please send the video in, and you will have a chance to be live on the BEC show for Bunny's Got Talent.
Oh, y'all got to get the spelling bee girl who just won the spelling bee. She's able to juggle like a million balls.
Yes, I've seen her.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to tap into that and more when we get to our orders. But first, I want to play a little game with you that Babs and I got to play on Wednesday, but through technical difficulties, Instagram was hating. We was unable to save that episode. So I'm going to play the game with all three of you. It's called Ratchet Feud. If you're familiar with Family Feud, at the end, there's a lightning round where he asks you 5 questions, and you're supposed to give us the number 1 answer. I'll do the first example with Babs because she knows how to play. So this is Ratchet Feud. We surveyed 100 hood boogers, and we need you to give us the top 5 answers. Now, how much would an eighth of weed have to cost before a hood rat would change her smoking habit? How much would an eighth of weed have to cost before a hood rat changes their smoking habit?
Change it like what? Not
like
smoking?
Quit, like I can't smoke no more, cost too much.
$50.
Okay. Name a food that hood kids can fix for themselves.
Oodles and noodles.
Name something in a project apartment that's always too small.
Bedrooms.
The bed.
Name something specific that people kill.
Roaches.
Name a way you can tell a man is from the Bronx.
A Yankees cat.
I just said.
He's talking to me like, yo, Mo. He be like, yo, Mo. What's good, Mo? What's good, Mo?
Okay, that was the first round. So now we're going to go to our guest. Vinny, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. If you didn't have a cigar, name something you would use to roll up.
Regular writing paper, notebook paper.
You know he don't smoke it. No, it's his turn. No matter how much you try, name someone you'll never be able to please.
A woman.
A hater.
Name the borough with the most cheating men.
I would say Brooklyn because they the hot boys.
Finish this phrase. You better not
fuck with me.
And that concludes round 2. Love, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready? Okay. We surveyed 100 hood boogers. We need you to give us the top 5 answers. How many hours do you spend on the gram per day?
24.
Name something your baby daddy would pack when he's getting kicked out.
His PlayStation.
Besides a bacon, egg, and cheese, name something you'd have for breakfast.
Cereal.
Give us a reason a baddie would wrap her hair up.
Fighting.
Fight. Let them fight. There's no right or wrong answers. Just drop whatever you're thinking in the comments. We love engagement. And if you like this and want more, make sure you're subscribing to our YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube and type in Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show. I am Miss Lissa, and I approve this message. Now, it's time for our orders, baby.
Let's go. So, Vinny, right now, stick with us, Vinny, but if you have something to do, you're always free to go.
No, I'm good. I'm here. Right. I'm loving the show. Right. That hood booger feud is crazy.
Thank you. So, we had a lot of fun playing there. We were just so sad. I was really sad that it didn't get to save, so I wanted to play it again. Babs, you did an amazing job. Luck, you always do great. And Vinny, it was so much fun.
We should
have our first
game with Vinny. We should have played that game with the songs with Vinny. That'd have been fun.
He got to come back because today the audience got an opportunity, especially me. I learned a lot of new things. I was very familiar with you, but we wanted to give you your flowers, and then you'll come back and you'll do an entire show, and you'll
And we'll get totally ratchet. Totally ratchet.
You'll play another game of bacon, egg, and cheese. So, as Vinnie did mention, 14-year-old Zelia Avantgarde of Louisiana is the first Black child to win the Scripps National Spelling Bee. So this is like, you know, something to just be applauded. The first thing about that, this spelling bee has been going on for years.
Yeah.
She's literally the first one to win. So celebrate her. Her name is Zelia Avantgarde. We should all encourage our children to read more. Take away the TikTok. Put a book in their hand.
Take away Fortnite. Take away Fortnite.
Read to your children. Stop reading bitches and read to your children. Okay?
Right.
Take a moment.
She said Akila walked so she could run. yo, Lito, you crazy.
So yeah, our next order is crab legs, but we might not be able to boil them. So the UK government is considering legislation to ban the boiling of live crustaceans. So crabs, mussels, lobsters, if it's alive, they're trying to rule out cooking them in a pot. They're saying that that's animal cruelty and that there's more humane ways to kill your crab legs. Like you put it in the freezer, they're saying, so they want you to freeze it and then cook it. That's more humane.
It's still torture. It's still torture.
Right.
You know?
Right? Would you rather burn to death or freeze to death? I don't know. Listen, when I buy my crab legs, them shits are frozen anyway, okay?
Right,
when I get my cream crab legs, them shits is laid out on ice. I don't want no big ass king crab throwing that shit in a pot. Kill my crab before I get it in the bag. You understand what I'm saying? Period.
But you know, and I think it applies to the blue crabs, because the Dungeness and the snow crab come frozen. Those are the ones I like anyway, man. I remember dating this girl and she was eating those blue crabs and she's like, this is the dead man and all that shit and orange shit in there. I was like, she made me throw up, yo. I hate those little shits. I fucks with the Dungeness and the snow crabs.
Right? Nobody got time to be picking through all of that shit. You go all of that work for that little bit of fucking meat. Give me the king crab legs, the snow crab legs. My shit already dead on ice. Fuck that. There you go.
Well, then keep
Speaking of
out of Baltimore, because in Baltimore, that's all they eat. I was with Kevin Lyles one time. I went to Kevin Lyles' house, man. I'm watching what they doing. They put the paper bag over the whole table. I said, what's going on? What's going on? And they pull out 1,000 of them bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shout out.
See, but you know what? I think some people be fronting, right? Because one time I went to a family cookout, right? One of my friends, childhood friends, and they were like, yo, we want crabs, we want the blue crabs, the small crabs. I bought a ton of those shits, but I also bought snow crabs and some Dungeness. Man, I laid that shit out. They all ran to the snow and Dungeness. They wasn't even fucking with those little things.
That's what I'm talking about. You bitches don't be wanting to spend that money on them king crabs, because them king crab legs, them shits are fucking expensive. But at the end of the day, you gonna get some meat. Some meat in the crab, okay?
I like both. I like the
shout out to
one.
my mother. Can I give a shout out to my mother? Because I remember she bought the little blue crabs, and one time 2 of them got out the pot when she was that crab thing that they say everybody pulling each other down.
Right.
It's really true. So shout out to my mother, because 2 of them had escaped the pot, and me and my sister was on the table, and my mother chased them little motherfuckers through the house. So shout out to my mother. She been breaking her whole life.
I ain't gonna hold you though. The price on them king crab legs will make a bitch change their mind. You'll be like, you know what? Give me about 2 dozen of the blue crab. I'll take the small one.
$10.
No, their prices definitely went up. I was getting some yesterday in Harlem on Lenox Ave. Shout out to Harlem, Lenox Ave, 110th. I love that fish market. Their prices definitely went up. It was $17.99 a pound, baby. That's the very expensive for crab legs. Now, you talk about a lot of meat. You talk about the king crab. Speaking of king crab, wow, Erica Mena is in the hospital. This crab ass nigga Safari is out here just moving his meat around at a barbecue or whatever he was at. I want to show y'all what he posted, and Erica Mena posted that she's in the hospital with her baby.
The way you do this transition, bitch.
Yeah, I saw that. He's in Jamaica.
And his wife is in ICU the NICU with the baby. So
yeah.
Erica Mena posted that she went into early labor. So the baby is a preemie. She's in the NICU with the baby. And while she's there, Safari is out here brucking up with his brothers, his brethren. And
brother Babs.
You would never do that, right, Vinny? You a good guy. You a good
Nah,
guy.
I wouldn't do that. They call me Uncle Vinny for a reason. I've been raising kids since I was 5 years old, you know? So I got tons of nieces and nephews. Unfortunately, I don't have my own kids, but I raised a ton of kids. And I'm the youngest of 7, 5 sisters, 1 brother. And what I realize is that during the pregnancy, post-pregnancy, you women deserve all of the support and all of the drama-free stress in the world. You ladies are incredible to just give birth. I'm like, damn, I feel like if I was a woman, I would be afraid to give birth. But that maternal instinct, y'all do what y'all do. So you deserve all of the love in the world, and all of the love goes out to Erica Mena, man. I think on social media, they're sending her so much love. She'll get through this, man. But Safari, I don't think that's a good look for you out there, bro.
He's so childish. This is why Nikki left his ass. Childish.
Wait, hold up. We don't know. We don't know. First of all, that's not why Nikki left him, because Nikki was never pregnant by him. Second of all, I don't know what happened. Why he not there? We're not just gonna drag my boy through the mud like that. You females gotta stop treating these niggas like shit. Stop telling these niggas I don't need you. Fuck you. And then when the nigga is like this, now you mad? Now you mad?
However though, Babs, he has his seed out there. So no matter what that girl did to him, no matter what they went through, it's all about that seed, especially if that seed is premature.
You better Vinny. You better
listen. We don't know. Before, wasn't he going to court saying that she was telling him he couldn't be there in the delivery room? Did y'all not forget that?
Allegedly. The same way we don't know if that's true. Okay,
but let's just say like this. Listen, if she told the man he can't be in the delivery room, then don't be trying to throw dirt on him when he not in the delivery room. You know what I'm saying?
He out there bucking up.
Yeah, but now
hey, you know, I do see from the outside. I mean, that girl Erica, she is a lot to handle. So you never know what's going on internally.
Listen, God bless Erica, her baby. I'm so happy that her baby is getting healthy, that the baby is better. She don't need that stress anyway. If she's going to get upset because Safari's coming up there and they're going to be arguing, she don't need all of that anyway. She told the nigga she ain't want him there. The nigga's not there. Maybe y'all mad because he rather party than to be crying and sad. We don't know how he feel inside. He might want to be there.
Uncle Vinny, welcome to the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show.
But this is different circumstances. So when she told him, when she told him he couldn't be in the delivery room, she meant
she should have never. You don't tell the father he can't be in the delivery room. That's his baby too. That's his baby too.
All right, but this is different. All right, when she said that was still petty, and she in her mind still had time to figure it out. Now she goes into early labor. This is a preemie. You gotta pull yourself out of it and be an adult and take care of your fucking child. You over here brucking up and rolling up and chilling in fucking Jamaica. But what if, God forbid, something happens to that day.
Yeah, but you know, women go through the postpartum too.
He don't got no milk in his titties. He can't do nothing for his baby right now. The baby is in the best place around the doctors and the mother that is nurturing this child, and the doctors that's helping this child. Safari can't help this fucking child right now.
Well, and you got to think about the postpartum part too, because if he tries to come around now while she's feeling and all in her feelings, it could be super bad. Super bad.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. There you go. It's two sides to a story.
Okay. Well, it's also two sides.
If I'm going through that, I don't need nobody in my face that's stressing me the fuck out.
Well,
okay. Let's shift.
As a lesbian, I would like to say,
it's none of my business.
Let's shift gears. Still talking about babies. It's two sides to every story. It's also two sides to every head.
Wait. Hold up. hold up, Lissa, because I am a mother, and I don't want any woman to think that I don't give a fuck, because I really, really do. And a lot of times I just be extra with it. But I'm not gonna just go with one side by not hearing both sides. We can't just look at a man and always be like, oh, he ain't shit, fuck him, and this, that, and the third. We can't always do that. And that's all I'm saying.
This nigga's
So well then, Babs, I with all that being said, I can assume that you have a healthy relationship with your baby daddy.
Oh, fuck that nigga.
I have a healthy relationship with my
Next order. Get us out of here, Miss Lissa. Get us out of here, Miss Lissa. Next order.
I have a healthy relationship with my children's father. But speaking of babies, now I want us to take a look at this video of this child getting her hair done. Let me know if this is a hair do or hair don't.
It goes on and on and on.
We don't have to go too far. We don't have a lot left in the show. So they're putting extensions in a little Caucasian baby hair. It's not even her color. They're giving like a 1B. She's definitely like a 36 or something. Like, that's the wrong color. How do you feel about her? Is she too young? Is this why our babies don't have edges already? Let's talk.
Yeah, that's too much going on with that virgin baby hair. You know, you got to give it a chance to get strong and get in the roots nice and tight and healthy head of hair before you start fucking with the kid's hair.
I'm with you on that one. Maybe that's why I'm bald headed. No, I'm sorry, mommy. I think that baby is too young to be going through all of that. I think, especially because braids is heavy. Like, me as a grown woman, I can't even do that right now. So to have a baby and have all them braids and stuff like that, I think is too much.
Now, while we're talking about too young for things to happen, Corinne Superhead Steffens recounts Trey Songz attempting to urinate on her. He said, open up and say, it was his birthday. And also, she's alleging that she had hooked up with Chris Brown and Michael B. Jordan when they were both around 18, 19 years old. We already know that Corinne Superhead Steffens is known for exploiting and exposing her relationships with some rappers. So let's go to our rapper first, our man in the building. How do you feel about Corinne Superhead Steffens?
You never was with Corinne, right?
Is this
no. Not that I know. I'm gonna tell you right now. My big brother Mike Tyson told me never incriminate yourself. Then, so, but what I would say is, hey, I mean, she's like the female male. You know, she's out here slinging that thing, and she's talking about it. You know, and she's getting paid off of it. So it's just like, if a woman is promiscuous and she likes to keep her shit on the low, and then guys are running through her, but then everyone's bragging and whispering about her and clowning her and shit, you know, they get that off. But then when she's promiscuous and put niggas on blast, everybody expect her to shut up and like, oh, don't play me out like that and don't do this, that, or the other. But she just flipped the script on cats, and that's the way I feel.
Fuck that shit. You right.
Go ahead. What do you feel, Bunny?
Listen. At the end of the day, start telling on these niggas. These niggas always running their mouth. Ladies, when you send naked pictures, they're showing it. I'm telling you. You know how many of my homeboys be like, yo, B, yo, look. I done seen a lot of you bitches. So I'm telling you, start blowing these niggas up. Ain't no need to keep no secrets. Get out the secret garden. If a nigga trying to pee on you, tell. I want to hear. I'm nosy. I want to hear all about it. Thank you.
Can I get?
You know what I would love to hear? I would love to hear how much these cats is tricking on these girls. They should show the receipts. Look at the bag I just got from them.
Okay.
They always show now on Instagram. They always showing that.
I ain't got no shades in here. Is it
Speaking
my turn?
of always showing?
No. Slow down, sexy.
No. Okay.
I've been waiting for this topic.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Now let's do it again. Now we said Corinne said she was sleeping with these boys at 18, 19 years old. Now let's do it. Pudding pop, Jello. I was sleeping with such and such when they was 18, 19 years old. I remember when Felicia Rashad asked me to pee on her 19th birthday. I remember when y'all niggas would bury Bill Cosby. Y'all would bury R. Kelly. Now, Babs, I'm taking your stance today. Y'all would bury any of these men. I wrote it on the comments. I'm like, so wait a minute. We are celebrating the Jezebel. We celebrating the hoe. It's different when you was telling us about married men. It's different when you telling about grown people. But bitch, she talking about Chris Brown took advantage of her. She bent over to clean her tub. She is a nasty soul sucker. It's a difference. Like, bitch, you've been popping since 2000. You was fucking everybody, but they were of age. Now you telling us you was fucking these children. You nasty, dirty bitch. It's pedophile vibes. And I promise you, any nigga going like this, telling you about a Jello pop, y'all will send his ass back to jail. If R. Kelly told you that fucking one of these bitches trying to pee on him, y'all need to be upset and show the same energy towards this nasty bitch who's sucking these children's souls. Y'all need to get.
But they're 18, 19. They're legal.
Right.
If they was 18, 19 and she been fucking niggas since early 2000, how old was she, Vinny?
Yeah.
She said she was
38.
Now, can I say something?
No.
I know someone who they told me this story some years ago, and she said that she was backstage at a concert, and she is a celebrity stylist, and she said that Chris Brown forced himself on her backstage and told her no one would ever believe her. So I'm not saying that. I mean, he definitely might have
Allegedly. I don't believe her.
I wouldn't believe that from her. I wouldn't believe that from her. Yeah, I wouldn't believe that.
Babs, you
can't. Corinne's saying that he just pushed up on her, that he just.
Wait, Babs, here's for the allegedly. You can't do that with that.
Well, I mean, allegedly, it's all alleged. It's all alleged, but if you want more, if you love this and you want more, make sure you are following us on YouTube. Just head to YouTube and type Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show in the search box. Now, you were talking about social media. We're talking about trolls. So 6ix9ine and Blueface were having a back and forth because DJ Academics posted Blueface now has a tattoo of his jeweler across his head. So 6ix9ine went into the comments and commented, he must owe this jeweler mad money. So Blueface got mad, and then 6ix9ine trolled him. Let's go to the videotape.
She's good, man.
So I told you, the way she talked.
How much is the chain? It's only 200. Damn, I don't got 200 right now. You know what to do. You want this chain, right? Yeah. You gonna have to get this tattoo. All right, whatever. Yeah.
Now, I don't think what he's saying is far-fetched. Now, Blueface got upset, but I mean, why else would he tattoo the jeweler's name on his head? If that's not his baby daddy, you owe them money. That's a part of your exchange.
We come from a different era, Vin. We come from a different era. I won't even get none of these bitches tattooed on me. You know what I'm talking about? That's why this tattoo has been done about 4 times. But they a different era. They all been growing up without their daddies, because back in Vinny's day, they said we don't love these hoes, and people believed it. And then after that, all these kids been growing up without daddies, but that's a whole nother show. But what I will say is that 6ix9ine is the biggest troll on the internet. Shout out to him. He get under everybody's skin. Pause. But there's no reason on earth for that boy to get them people name tattooed on his head.
Yeah, that sounds like he might have traded off some debt or got some free jewels for advertising that jeweler on his head, you know, but you never know. I would never love a jeweler that fucking much.
What about if it was a lifetime, like anytime you want a chain, you could come in maybe every 2 months, you could come get a new chain. Would you do that? A new piece?
Or I'm keeping it.
You keep everything every month. They come get something.
I don't need to do that. The brand. So you know what that means? Then that's like I own you, nigga. You my slave. So you brand yourself, and then I give you jewels. Nah, I make money. I come and fucking buy what I want. I own what I want, and I don't owe you shit.
I used to work with Jack Thriller, and I used to be his brand manager, and I used to tell him that we should market his eye. I'm like, what? Imagine you with a Coca-Cola symbol on your eye, like we could just you want it around. That could be marketing,
product placement. Yeah.
Yes, on your eye. And he was not with it. But I'm always thinking of other ideas and ways to elevate the business. So I think that Blueface is smart, but he's dumb because it could just be henna. You could have got a temporary tattoo that you reinstate every month or so as they keep paying you or whatever it is. You don't have to do a real tattoo because now you're going to need a cover up.
You know what's the worst part about it? He's from LA. So you being from LA and you got NYC tattooed on your head, pause. It's just real. It's just crazy. Next order.
It's crazy. Well, I'm here for the bare knuckle fight. I'm here for the bare knuckle fight because I do want to see some of these cats just put their dukes up instead of killing and murdering each other and then walk away lumped up and humble as hell without going to grab the strap all the time.
That's right.
I like to grab the strap all the time, Vinny.
Well, speaking of grabbing the strap, it looks like Wendy Williams has grabbed yet another strap and she's hanging herself. Social media is coming at her head because she did a story where she was talking about a TikToker who passed away, and this is what she said. Let's go to the videotape. People want to cancel her because of what she said.
Neither does one.
She say nobody knows him.
Maybe Sus does. Do you know who Swavey is? Clap. Clap if you know who Swavey is. Okay. Sus?
It's not my cup of tea. That I got going on right now.
Well, he's a TikTok star. He's got more followers than me. 2.5 million.
On TikTok, but on Instagram, you have more followers.
Long story short, she diminished him. She tried to say like,
play the whole clip because he gets.
We got to play the whole thing.
Okay.
Play the whole clip.
What? And as far as TikTok, I don't use that at all. I don't know what that is. I don't want to be involved. So here he is. He's 19, and he was murdered Monday morning. I have no idea who this is.
Like that's literally how she threw it to him passing away. Like she credited him, his following, because he had more followers than her. Like as if he was nothing. Like how do you feel about that?
Well, the way I feel is like hurt people try to hurt people. You know what I mean? And I think Wendy totally exposed herself with her documentary and her movie. So sometimes, well, all the times, there's a reason why people act the way they do on the surface. And when you do the deep dive, you understand why. So at this point, knowing who Wendy is deep down inside, I wouldn't be surprised at anything she does.
Yeah, I watched the clip and I wasn't expecting that at the end, you know. And I've seen Wendy. I followed Wendy from the radio, and I'm gonna tell you something. When I had that battle and everybody in the world was shitting on me, Wendy had my back. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna throw Wendy under the bus because in the dark time that I had, Wendy was one of the only people who had my back. But that was the wackest transition I ever seen in my life. And I wasn't expecting that. You know what I mean? Maybe he got somebody pregnant or maybe somebody's messing with him, you know, like the Angelina Jolie and the Weekend story. I was expecting that. But for her to lead into someone died and it was murdered, I think it was tasteless. And I think Wendy is way better than that. But I keep telling y'all, she's doing this shit for headlines. She's doing all of this weird shit for headlines. So, you know, and another thing is like, I never seen Wendy this hurt. You know what I mean? Like before Kevin left her, she was doing way better. After Kevin left, I just see Wendy taking a nosedive. So if she have any real friends that's watching, Miss Jones, call your bitch.
Miss Jones, talk to your friend.
And introduce her to Jesus so that she gets pain because she's hurting people than just herself.
Yeah,
well,
she really is.
This entire industry is toxic, you know what I mean? And when they take you through the ringer, your only revenge is to fight back and not give a fuck. So really that's what's happening. And that's the danger of this industry and the danger of social media. It really desensitizes people. And the more you see people like the Haitian president who just got killed, they had that on the internet, him shot all up, and they said they shot him in the genitals. They have him laid out all shot up with his genitals. So the more exposed you are to this stuff, the more desensitized you become. And yo, we're really going back to savage times when humans didn't give a fuck about anybody. And it's like, you're an uncivilized savage. That's where we're heading if we don't check ourselves.
Amen.
I feel that way too. I feel like it's just so much negativity, so much violence, just that we seeing every day. People don't care. They don't care. They say whatever they want. It's just a crazy time. And I feel like somebody needs to go check on Wendy. I feel like she's going down a dark hole, something not right. I feel like she wakes up crying and goes to sleep crying. And when you in that type of space, she needs to be checked up on.
Well, and another thing is that when you're clinically depressed, because obviously Wendy is depressed, there's some form of depression, but the other thing is Big Pharma and these fucking pills, man. So when they got you all scripted up and you taking these pills, you're never going to be in your right mind. And it makes you even more erratic, and it leads to suicide eventually. Like, really, I wouldn't be surprised if Wendy Williams had a Whitney Houston episode, you know?
Oh my goodness. God forbid. But you're right.
God forbid, but
right.
You could see the writing on the walls. I mean, Wendy was like, she was out of it. I remember one time, right? My guy, actually, we did an event for Wendy out there in Brooklyn and Coney Island. And my boy had a party and she just came through, and she was with Kev at the time. I don't know what was going on with Wendy, but she was looking like Whitney Houston at the Michael Jackson event. And I looked at her because, you know, with Fly with Wendy, she's had her episodes with Tretch, but Wendy has always supported us. She's a Jersey girl. But I looked Wendy up and down and my jaw dropped. And she was right in front of Kev. I was like, really, Wendy? Seriously, Wendy? And she just looked at me. I mean, she's probably out of her mind and don't even remember it, but it really hurt me to see her in that position. So, you know, I'm praying for the sister, and hopefully she has. And again, this is why we're so humble, and I'm so humble. We have a gang of people, our homies, that will come and snatch us up off the street, beat our ass, and check us on the situation. You know what I'm saying? And you need those people around you. I don't care how much money you make and how much of the breadwinner you are. Your ass needs your ass beat when you're showing out like that.
I also think
you can't have a bunch of yes men around you. You cannot. You need real people around you. Real people that love you, who don't give a fuck about the celebrity shit. Like, I don't give a fuck about that shit, bitch. I'm your friend at the end of the day. I'm not a fan. I'm not a supporter. I'm your friend. And so at the end of the day, that's a difference.
And Babs Bunny curses my ass out and reminds me all of the time she is my friend. She is not a rap bitch. She is not one of these industry friends. She curses me all the way out. So shout out to her and Miss Lissa, because even when we went through our little hiccup, these girls remind me all the time, bitch, don't get it twisted. We seen you with no wig, okay?
Our last story is perfect with getting it twisted. So social media has twisted Dr. Dre and Omarion's ex, April Jones, together. So April posted a picture on social media where she is at Dr. Dre's, allegedly at Dr. Dre's home, and in the back, you see a shadow. And shout out to the people at on site. They actually, like, you know, zoomed in, and it looks like it could potentially be Dr. Dre. So is Dr. Dre bumping Omarion's ex? And how do we feel about that?
It's none of my business.
Wow.
It's none of my
Well, I saw on TMZ a month or so ago, they went out on a dinner date. So apparently it seems like they're dating, at least. You know what I mean?
See,
and
you know the scoop.
And they,
yeah, I know the scoop. I pay attention. That girl, I mean, she's a beautiful girl, and I'm sure she's been through it. But that girl, April, ain't no joke, man. You got to be careful dealing with her, because that girl will burn you and kick your ass and put you out there on blast, you know?
And with one of your friends.
I remember I was drunk at Chris Brown house one night. It was me, Omarion, and Bow Wow, and a couple of other Scream Tour niggas. And yo, out of nowhere, the nigga Omarion just started dancing. It was an icebox where my heart used to be there. I said, the tequila is running through his motherfucking system. So maybe she Man, I ain't gonna tell you how drunk I was. I can't even drive home. Jesus be grabbing the wheel. But what I say is that maybe she needed a grown man. Maybe she didn't want nobody from the Scream Tour anymore, Soulja Boy and all of them, Dr. Dre. Maybe she needed the Chronic. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not knocking her. But Dre, you gotta watch out because these loving hip hop bitches is dangerous. You know that from Moniece and her crazy fucking.
Well, hey. Dre is known for putting his hands on a hoe too, yo. So they're both dangerous. They've been on tour up that Malibu mansion.
April not having it. Let me tell you something. That bitch is bad. April was so bad. I was on her live. Was anybody on her live last night? Lord have mercy. Oh my God, that bitch is bad. And that is a come up from Little Fizz. Okay, that's a huge come up from Little Fizz.
But he started fucking one of her friends. Come tell you, she went from Omarion to his.
She getting beat by Dre.
Hey, look, but Sugar Hill gang can rap about it. If your girl start acting up, then you take her friend. So she did the same thing, and now what? She's wrong. I mean, they sent that out. What was that record in the 70s, late 80s, early 80s?
I wasn't born.
Excuse me, sir, Mr. Vinnie, sir. You are in a group. Have you ever had any situations like that within the group? Has Tretch ever taken your girl? Have you ever scooped one of the other? Exactly. Have you ever scooped one of Tretch's groupies? Let us know right now. We would love.
Well, look. Not if it wasn't a jump off. Not if it wasn't a intentional. I'll say that. But no, at the end of the day.
Were you?
No, at the end of the day.
Transit?
No. At the end of the day, we never crossed up with each other's girls. I think we both have different types anyway, so I don't think it will go down like that.
You different with her and her group. But any of these bitches who smashing more than one person in the group,
they do anything for clout.
And that's what I'm thinking about, April, because Dr. Dre, you better be very careful because that bitch is going to hit every blog.
They do anything for clout.
So just know what you're doing, sir.
She might end up having
a baby. What he doing? He know what he doing. April was a baddie. April, do your thing. I ain't no fucking hater. I'm a congratulator. You getting beat by Dre. You getting beat by Dre. That shit is real. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's that billionaire shit there, you know.
That's right.
Dre is an OG. He can handle himself. He got kids older than her.
I love women. Yeah. I love women. But I will get beat by Dre as well. You understand what I'm saying?
Wait, you know the crazy thing? Didn't that happen to Dre too? Didn't Michelle have a baby with Dre and then go mess with Suge? So
she's got a child by Suge, right?
That type of woman.
Yo, Michelle, yo, that bitch, yo.
Yeah, he likes those kind of girls.
Right.
There's something in my heart.
Something in my heart.
Tell me your pussy too, bitch.
Yeah, Michelle, she that was ruthless too, y'all. I saw that.
Yes.
But this was a fun show, and we
Miss Lissa, before we go, did anybody see the Juvenile and Manny Fresh back that ass up?
Oh, vax that thing up.
Back that thing up. Like vaccinated. Vax that thing up. Girl, you look good. Won't you vax that thing up?
Hated it. Oh, that's the next sound effects. Overflow, if you're watching, I need you to get that sound effects for me. Hated it.
And he on a promo run telling people that, he supports the vaccine and he's just wanting to bring awareness to people that look like him.
Let's go to it.
Listen to me. Shut up.
Find a mate chat. Open up the okay ass. Profile picture looking tight chat. Nice chat. Got your bio reading right chat. Precise chat. But before you find a date chat, you gotta wait chat. Gotta go vaccinate chat. Get it straight chat. Girl, you look good. Want you fax that thing up. You's a handsome young brother. Want you fax that thing up. They know real like we need to vax that thing up. Feeling figure all night. You need to vax that thing up.
Vax that thing up, baby. Get his check though.
Vax that thing up.
Listen, guys.
Vax that thing up.
Listen to me. I've seen some nasty things happen to people's pages who have put their opinion out on this. So us here at the BEC show, we are educating you on what's going on, but we have no opinion about this right here. Okay? Look, this is how we feel about that.
I ain't got nothing to say.
Okay, so we're not going to say anything about what's happening.
I ain't got nothing to say.
Shut up. No opinion on this because I see what is going on. Okay, we are going to keep our mouths quiet.
Well, we're going to say a little bit about we want you to advertise here on Bacon, Egg, and Cheese. So if you're looking for marketing, if you're looking to elevate your business, let us talk about you. Email the becshow@gmail.com. And also head to my website, misslissaknows.com, where you can get these sunglasses and way much more. Enter the code BEC and save some bacon, egg, and cheese.
Amen.
I hate it.
Vinny, give us a drop before you go. Let us know what you got going on. All these millions of companies, millions of dollars you making.
Well, listen, I just want to thank all of the people for all the love and support for over 30 years. Well, 30 years. This is our 30th anniversary. I love this Bacon, Egg, and Cheese show. As a matter of fact, I heard they were canceling The Real. So, Fox, if you're listening, the network, Bacon, Egg, and Cheese needs to be on there.
Hey.
And the girl left The View. Fuck The View. Get Bacon, Egg, and Cheese on there. Or even late night so we could keep it raw. Netflix, Bacon, Egg, and Cheese. Yo, it's all about the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese. I'm with it, y'all.
Love you.
Hey! Man, how we doing
And
it?
don't forget to check out Lucky Crowns, Lucky Punch, and Lucky Sounds, and get all that and much more by hitting the link in Lady Luck's bio, and check out Queen of the Ring.
Queen of the Ring, make sure y'all go on YouTube right now. Subscribe to the Queen of the Ring channel, Queen of the Ring Artist. We're always releasing battles every 2 days. If you've seen the new battles, we are 12 years in. You understand, people? 12 years in. So shout out to my partners, Debo and Big, and make sure y'all support the brand. Rep the brand. Woo, 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 woo.
And can I dedicate today's show to my cousin Julius,
Yes.
untimely taken away from us. And I ain't gonna get too emotional, but I appreciate you ladies holding me down on Wednesday. It's a very traumatic time for me and my family, but my brother Vin is here, and I had to make sure that I pull up and put some makeup on, and I held it together this whole show. But shout out to shout out to everybody who's supportive. Like the amount of love that me and my family is getting out here, it's overwhelming. So I just want to thank everybody who's been supportive of me, whether you knew him or whether you didn't. We cousins, but we was raised as brother and sister. So shout out to them. And I just love y'all. So, we're still making arrangements and everything like that. I'm not the sad person. I ain't gonna do that here. But I just want to thank everybody for all of this full support. And today's show is dedicated to you, Jill. Because if anything, everybody who I speak to, they say all he spoke about, Luck, is you and how much he loves you and how proud he is of you. So let's end the show.
Yeah. We love you, Luck.
Yes, love you, lot.
No pork.
Let's just play our intro, man. Let's just play our theme song. Thank you to our special guest, Big Motherfucking Rob.
It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese show.